All right, guys, so I've been told so many times what kind of tools, what type of tools I recommend for all the new guys coming out of the trade school. Again, guys, these ones are all, in my opinion, this is the things that I think you guys should have. Every other tech is gonna have its own little style, but I do believe this one's like your basic tools that you need to start in an HVAC company. A lot of the times the companies will get you your own tools. They'll buy them for you and everything with a tool account. But if it's not, that's not the case, then these are the ones that I do recommend you guys get. Again, I do commercial refrigeration, kitchen refrigeration. I don't do supermarkets. I just do walk-in coolers, walk-in freezers, prep tables, ACs, heaters, things like that are restaurant based. Okay, so these ones are the ones that I think you guys should have. So right now I'm currently working on this freezer. It's a freezer and cooler combined. We had multiple issues with it. Basically, super dirty coil. I had to use 2 jugs of new Brad coil cleaner to clean it from the inside out. So that's one. Also, drain heaters, not drain heaters, evaporator heaters were out. They were really crusty, so we replaced them. And we replaced 2 evaporator motors. So this thing has a bunch of things going on. Of course, got the water hose, the extendable water hose, and of course the bucket. So let me go ahead and go downstairs. I'm gonna go ahead and do the video in my van so I can show you guys everything while I wait for the freezer to drop down the temperature, because it was like about 40 degrees, so it was pretty high, and it's gonna take a while to drop all the way. So let's go ahead and go down there, show you guys what I have, what I recommend, and yeah. Man, I'll be honest with you guys, my van looks so ghetto without the wheel cap. Jesus. All right, guys, so here's the bag. It's MB2. Hands down, this is probably one of my top 2 bags. This one's basically my number 2, and this is number 1. I freaking love this bag. Also, I just want to give a quick shout out to Vito, because they sent me a new bag for free. So I'm gonna go ahead and be reviewing this bag. I'm gonna go ahead and test it out for maybe like a month and see if I like it more than the MC. So a little side-by-side comparison. This one's the Tech MCT, and this one's the MC. So this one's basically the little taller one. So yeah, guys, like I said, thank you to Vito for sending me that. I'm gonna go ahead and switch this one to that one, and basically just use it for about a month and give it a quick review. So we're gonna go ahead and start from the side. Here on the side, of course, I got my 6-in-1. I really recommend when you guys get one of those. And of course, the 5/16s and the quarter. Major. And on the side here, of course, got the knife. It's a Milwaukee one, so there you go. And of course, on the side, I've got the adjustable wrench, a must-have. Got bits of 5/16s and a quarter magnetic. Got the Allens. I do recommend you guys also get the metric. This is just the regular ones, so I do recommend you guys get the metric. And of course, got the tape measure. This one goes up to 12 feet. I love this one because it's really tiny and it doesn't take a lot of space. And of course, on the side, I got my tape measure. On the back clip, this one, guys, is optional. If you guys have the extra money, because I know a lot of you guys are coming straight out of school, so this one's an option, especially if you guys do commercial HVAC. This thing's a lifesaver, just to show the customer when you're on the bottom, show them the temperature real quick, and he's able to see it. So I do recommend these if you guys are do commercial HVAC. Let's go ahead and put that there. Here on the front, I don't carry a lot of stuff because I just don't like having a bunch of stuff here. All I have is just a temp probe and some jumpers. That's it. Yeah, that's it right there. I'm gonna put these here. Jumper, of course. And then on the front pocket, there's where I have all my electrical connections, some extra bits, and basically I just got other bits. And of course, a must-have thermostat. A little thermostat. I think this one's a 6-in-1. It has, yeah, I think it was a 6-in-1. And it also has one for the shredder cords. Really handy. Of course, got the brush. Can't forget about the brush. Mirror. What else? Shredder cord removal. This one's made by Richie Yellow Jacket. And of course, a stub, you guys. Super, super important. Especially if you guys are deciding to do residential HVAC. This is a must-have. And that's all I have in the front. Let's go ahead and open this up. So the first thing, of course, another adjustable wrench. Put it right here. I do suggest you guys get the ones with the insulated handle. This one doesn't have one because this one was provided by the company. So, you know what I mean? A lot of these tools, guys, are provided by the company. So just keep that in mind. Of course, got the meter. This one's SC260. Actually, this one I found it on the roof. But before that, this is probably the one that I've been using for the last 7 years. I used to have a Hvac, but I wasn't a big fan of it because it was too bulky. But this one, the magnet on the back, let me show you guys. Look at that. So I actually have another spare here that I'll probably be putting on a different meter. So there you go, got the meter. What else? Of course, can't forget about these. These ones are super important, guys. Especially if you guys are putting wire connectors together. These ones are a must-have. Don't use the other cheap ones, they'll just fall apart. Of course, got the pliers. Super basic ones. Needle nose. I love these ones. These ones are made by Klein. Super, super heavy duty. I've had this ones for the past, 5 years or so. So, an insulated screwdriver, guys. Super important to have also, especially the insulated ones when you gotta tighten things down on things that are live. Wrench and another wrench. I actually won this ones at a Hoshizaki class. So I have had this ones for maybe 6 years. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it right there. Oh yeah, guys, almost forgot. Can't forget about the Milwaukee 12 volt. It's a must have. As you guys can tell, I use this as a hammer. I basically use all my tools as hammers. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, I do. So this thing's pretty beat up. Look at that. I've had this for maybe 2.5 years. Yeah, 2.5 years. Of course, got the battery holders for those. Anyways. Also, guys, I've been asked so many times about my cages, what set of cages I recommend for the new guys. Like I said in my other video, I highly, highly recommend these. These are the Yellow Jacket two valve manifold. It doesn't have a part number, but basically it's just the two in the front and that's it. The reason why I love this ones, guys, because they're super light. they're not bulky, and it makes it a lot easier when you're doing commercial work or things like that. Or a lot of times when you're working inside a restaurant, that you got the chefs behind you while you're working on a prep table. Since these ones are so small, you're able to work, comfortable. And they're not that expensive. I don't know the exact price on them, but I highly recommend one of these for the new guys. They're not expensive, they're really reliable, and they're just super comfortable to wear. You know what I mean? They're not bulky. So highly recommend these. So like I said, guys, this is all in things that I just feel that every tech should have straight out of school. A lot of them, you don't have to, but I feel they'll be better for you to have them. A lot of things that I have, they're not super expensive. They're things that literally anybody can buy. One thing I do recommend for the new guys is don't go to Harbor Freight and buy a meter. Don't go to Home Depot and buy a meter. Anytime you guys are gonna buy a meter, make sure you guys get the good kind. Don't be cheap on meters, because if you do it, you're just basically asking for trouble. Like I said, guys, a lot of things that I have, they're really affordable. You don't have to break the bank to get all these. And I don't know if you guys saw my previous video about 10 ways to become a better service technician straight out of school. Don't spend so much money on tools when you're fresh out of school. It's just money being thrown out. Buy the basics. Once you buy the basics and you start working, within a year you're gonna start noticing the things that you need on your niche of the trade. Some guys need different things, like guys that do commercial refrigeration, like supermarkets, they need a little bit different things. Guys that do residential do little different things. Guys that do kitchen refrigeration do things different. So once you decide to go where you want to go, you'll find the niche and see what kind of tools you need. But the tools that I showed you, they are the basic for every single side of the trade. So like I said, I highly recommend you guys don't buy cheap meters. Make sure you guys buy a good one. Let me know if you guys want me to show you guys my layout from my MC that I'm gonna be transferring to the MCT. Let me know if you guys want to see a video about that. That's where I have my smart probes and all that good stuff. So let me know about that. Some of you guys might be asking about a vacuum pump, a recovery, a torch, things like that, guys. 95% of the time companies will provide that, so you guys don't have to worry about that. But in some companies, you do have to buy your own. Not on all of them. Probably 90 to 95% they will buy things like that for you, especially the really expensive stuff. Usually things like this, you are required to buy them yourself. In my experience here at this company that I'm at right now, they'll buy everything for you. If you lose it, then they'll of course get you a new one, but I mean, you don't want to lose tools. Like I said, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys haven't watched my other video, the top 10 ways to become a better service tech straight out of school, I highly recommend you guys watch that one, because I got a really good feedback from a bunch of senior techs and guys that are straight out of school. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen that video, check it out. But yeah, guys, I mean, those are my tools that I feel you guys should have. Like again, everybody has their own preference of what they get. Design something different for the hats. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.